Hey everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last episode, we began speaking with our brothers and sisters here in the Chortist Institute, and we gained a quest to help the preservation forces. We will need to choose one of the two factions here to join, which are currently available to us. Preservation, which is military actions, defending and expanding the military reach of the Institute of Chort, preferably within their institute and the grounds immediately around it, and investigation, which deals with sciences, testing new devices, gathering information, and experimentation. We also met Aiden, the leader of the Chortists Institute, in the library and spoke with him very briefly. We also picked his pocket, and we got the key that we needed to get down to Deep Caverns, which allows us to short-circuit this entire series of events whenever I so desire to do so. We might do so with Decker a little early, we'll see. In any case, we have a lot of Audi points to gain here in the Institute, because we'll earn some, to my recollection, whenever we complete any quests. So we will be doing all the preservation quests and all of investigations to get the most experience points possible before we head down to the Deep Caverns. Off screen, I've picked everyone's pocket in this chamber. A bunch of cash, that was about it. Oh, and a single repair kit. And now let's continue with our quest. Let's go up here and begin seeing what investigation is all about. A bunch of various classrooms. Probably for when speeches or descriptions. The results of any investigations are probably presented within these rooms. And of course, we need to check them for Audi items. I don't think any of those computers can be interacted with by us. Let's take a quick peek, though. Hey! Down over there is Mr. Percival, I believe. We will not be allowed to really interrupt him without being yelled at. The same goes for all of the students here, too. They'll just yell at us, if I recall correctly, if we try to interrupt them. Come on, novice. Let me talk to the minister. Yep. Okay, so they're all in conversation. We'll just let them be in conversation. I don't think Minister Percival says anything new anyway. But the good news about all of them standing still and looking at him is it gives us an opportunity to pick their pockets. Not that they'll have any oddity items. We already got, ooh, wow, an advanced electronic repair kit, and an advanced patching kit, and 16 charms. We can take all of it from that person. I'm so glad no one is ever going to be suspicious about the amount of pickpocketing that I do. Percival, we already searched your pockets, if I recall correctly, in Underrail, and we got the charm from you up then. Or I thought we did. It's still on your person here. No cameras in the room. A Chortist's robe. These dark Chortist robes are pretty neat if you don't mind getting strange looks. Stealth and intimidation increased. Perception decreased by 2. We were given just a normal robe, if I recall correctly, weren't we? We'll take the Chortist robe at the moment. I don't think anyone's gonna mind overly much. I wonder who left it in that wardrobe. That's actually a strange place to put a wardrobe. In a classroom? Maybe if there was some, like, a hazard suit or some gloves to work with chemicals or something of the sort. That would make a lot more sense. But as a Chortist robe? Everyone's got those probably in their rooms. Hello, Mr. Rassifor, don't mind me. We need to search these rooms really quick. No one's in this one. Let's see if we get the one Audi item we need, not from those cabinets. A psionic mentor, we don't need it. We have like 10 of them on us anyway. Okay, no science is happening here. That's a shame. Oh, wait, hold on. I was about to walk past these 2 vases. There still won't be any science in this. Maybe... no items either. Interesting. I thought there were 3 different divisions of investigation. I thought they were each off this main hub here. I guess maybe there's only 2? Oh, we'll find out. It's been a long time since I've walked around in here. And now we actually get to see some investigators. Oh, this might be the main hub that we were thinking about earlier. I'm sticking, by the way, with the Charons because I don't really want to start selling even more stuff. And the Torches can keep their weaponry, all the ammo they have on themselves, and so on. I'm only interested in things that might keep my equipment up to date, and the Charons in their pockets. Since we have like 30-something thousand Charons now, and there's nothing for us to really spend it on. We could buy another jet ski. Another one. But we've already got 3, so we don't really need another. Dog crates. Oh, that reminds me. I guess I'll talk about the comments I got in part 86, which I think was the part before this one. Iro Condren has mentioned, "Oh, we're going down the preservation path this time? Cool. Haven't seen this." Yeah, we'll be going down both paths, preservation and investigation. It's mostly because of the oddity points we'll earn while doing these quests. We can do them all for all these different sides here. I'm making it sound like they're, well, while there's only 2 paths, the investigation has 3 different divisions for its singular path. And I think they're 2 quests each, at least. So we will want to do all of them. And we'll probably join investigation, though. That seems more of Decker's thing. If there was a stealthy section... branch, sorry. That would be what Decker would normally want to join. Oh, okay. This time I'll make an exception for taking other things. We'll take those 5 hollow point rounds. Hero Condra then says, "Unrelated to this episode, but I wonder if you could use a dog crate to capture one of the laser cats and keep it as a pet, or let it loose somewhere." That's a really neat idea. I never would have thought about capturing one of the laser cats and bringing lots of crates with you. I'm gonna guess you can do it. And in combat, it only takes, I think, like 15 or so action points to take a cat in combat. So I'm guessing it's a very effective way of dealing with them, because otherwise they're hard to hit. As for releasing them, I don't think you can ever release any of the creatures that you pick up and put in a crate. I've not been able to do so with, like, the burrs, with the... Oh, you know, I wonder if you can use dog crates to capture burr spawn. I never tried to do that before. They're hard to hit, depending upon your build. That could actually be a really nice way of getting rid of them. But I've not ever been able to release the psionic driller that you pick up in Foundry, or the other versions of them, which are down in the Deep Caverns area. As far as I know, once it's in the crate, it stays in the crate forever. Reaching the surface, one discovery at a time. Let's discover what's in your pockets, one item at a time. What have you got? Canned meat. What's a canned meat? Check out our particle accelerator. Oh, sure. Well, can we pick its pockets too? Let's see what you have on you. Okay. So, let's see if I'm accurate with this. It's really late in the game now for a tutorial type of thing. But to my knowledge, you can open lockers that are red without triggering anyone's reaction. But you can't take anything from them or you'll get in trouble. You cannot, however, interact with shelves that are red. You will, I think, immediately start combat. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. Okay, so we can take a look and see what's in this shelf, but we can't take anything on it without starting combat. Interesting. I thought for sure that you weren't allowed to even look at the shelves. This must be the electronics section of investigation. Darn it! That was 19 Charons that's walking away from us, but I guess I can keep them. Chort is evolution, brother. It is, but you seem to be really obsessed with the particle accelerator here. By the way, don't stand in the particle accelerator. It will kill you. Principal Investigator Chef is in his office if it's him you're looking for. Oh, yeah. It sounds like he might have some principal things in his pockets for us to take. We'll principally investigate that as well. The investigator seems to have just finished typing something on his keyboard when you walked in. The final keystroke coincides with you coming to a halt before him. He lifts his head and observes you through his glasses and instantly notices one detail, that there is a smudge on them. Naturally, he removes the glasses, picks up a handkerchief from his drawer, and begins wiping the lenses clean. As he is doing so, the conversation begins. Chort's evolution. I haven't seen you before, brother, and you must be here either to appreciate the light show produced by our resident transformer, or to do some scientific investigation. Either is acceptable. Oh, that's the resident transformer outside. I guess the particle accelerator is over here instead. He smiles. I am Principal Investigator Sheft. But please, just call me Sheft. You are... Evolutionist Chort, brother. I'm Decker, and I had a few questions for you. I have no objections to that, Decker. Ask whatever questions you had. Well, can you tell me about this department? Well, now, this is the Department of Physics, and that is exactly what we do here. Physics. We have our little lab here and our own little particle accelerator, even, and we are pretty much have our hands free to do whatever we desire. We perform tests, experiments, and make new discoveries in an attempt to further aid this institution and its goals. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, physics is fun. Apex. And don't let anyone try to convince you otherwise. I suppose the only downside is that we sometimes tend to be underappreciated. You know, by the other departments, like, physicists play with their own toys, blah blah blah. Pardon me for saying that, but it can get on my nerves sometimes. But when we do show them something apex, then their jaws instantly crack to the floor. He smiles. Crack the floor. So why did you join the Institute of Chort? That was a long time ago. I'm going to give you a simple answer here. There is no need to go into a lot of details. Here's a single sentence. I always had imagination, and here I could make it a reality. That's all there is to it, brother. I'm interested in purchasing some tech stuff, if you got any available. Ah, an unusual request, but one I can respond to positively. Talk to Investigator Cairo and tell him that I gave you permission. The selection should be satisfying, I'm sure. Where could I find him? He's over by the particle accelerator, probably doing some calculations. He's a brilliant mathematician, so I allow him to do all the difficult math for me. I was wondering if you had any work I could help you with. His face suddenly turns grim. Interesting choice of words, Decker. Doesn't sound that way to me. No, what I meant was... I mentioned it was interesting because of a young Rassifor who, came to me with those exact same words you just spoke. I mean, he was interested in what we do here and wished to help. His name is Pavel. At the time of his arrival, the department was testing a terahertz or T-ray emitter that would allow us to perform through-wall imaging. I hope you're able to understand how useful such a technology could be to us all. I better leave the long talk for later and return to the Rassifor Pavel. He was a man who clearly missed his call, a member of Preservation Forces who had more interest in scientific investigation than anything else. He would often drop by our lab and was, no doubt about it, genuinely interested in all the wonders of physics. Some 2 days ago, he dropped by the lab and found out the full possibilities of through-wall imaging, which made him even more interested and excited. I told him about needing to somehow test the emitter in a very active environment, and since the West Wing had been reopened, he personally volunteered to go there and plant the device. I thought it was too dangerous, and... well, now... I asked him how he was going to do it without me and Samuel finding out, but he convinced me he had a plan and everything was going to be... Apex. I guess I sent him to his doom, for he hasn't returned still. I regret ever accepting that risk in the first place. I will go look for him if you'd like me to. No, I'm not sending anyone else to there. I made that awful mistake the first time. Aiden, pardon me. He just insisted so much. He really wished for the technology to work. So much, in fact, that he was willing to risk his life. I don't want to risk yours or anyone else's. I'm no rookie, Chef. I can handle myself quite well. If Pavel is alive, then he's probably hurt and unable to return on his own. By the Chort. This is all messed up. Go then. Go to the West Wing. Should you find him, bring him back if there's anything to bring back. The emitter is not important, but returning it wouldn't be frowned upon. Chort guide you, Decker. I'm on the way, brother. Chort guide you. But first, let's do some through pocket investigation and see what he's got in them. An MKV lockpick. Up to no good, I see. And 67 Stygian coins. We'll take those. So I'm thinking in this episode we talk to all the members of investigation and then we begin the preservation quest. Because I believe the second part of the preservation quest will bring us to the West Wing as well. So we can do that and find Pavel there. Okay, I'm going to skip these people's pockets. I can pick them off screen. Oh, I didn't even stop by to check the physics merchant. I guess we can do that before we leave. Aiden's here as well. Interesting. He was at the library and now he's at this location. Does he remember that I pickpocketed him when he transferred over here? He does. Okay. Woo. We could take it, but I'll leave him with his cash. The woman carefully places out a beaker full of purple liquid as soon as you come near. On the table in front of her, you see numerous glassware, beakers, flasks, vials. It is all there. She lowers the protective mask covering her mouth and starts the conversation. Chort's evolution. I don't think we've met before. I'm Octavia. Investigator Octavia. Oh, I'm Decker. I hope you're not too busy to answer a few questions for me. No problem. What I'm doing can wait, brother. What did you have in mind? Who's in charge here? That would be our PI, Georgius. You can find him in his office right over there behind those double doors. One more question for you, Octavia. No problem, brother. Is there a way I can acquire some chemicals around here? Well, I happen to be in charge of the chemical inventory, but you'd have to ask our PI, Georgius, for permission. He's in his office right over there. If he says yes, then come back to me, brother. Alright, see you some other time, investigator. Chort guide you, brother. Nope, not allowed in that room. It's the double doors we have to get in, not here. Oh, nice! I like this. They're wearing protective gear while working with whatever chemicals are in here. And it looks like this isn't an airlock, but this is an area that they probably do decontamination within before they walk back out in front of everyone else. Oh, these are the double doors they talked about. Okay. Wow, I'm really not paying attention today, apparently. I missed the merchant. I missed these double doors. Hello, Principal Investigator Georgius. As soon as he notices you, the man in a white lab coat closes the folder he was straining to read and greets you with a firm handshake. His bloodshot eyes are drowning in fatigue, something which rubbing his eyes, which he performs from time to time, simply cannot remove, but only relieve for a bit. Still, he appears alert and focused enough, and above all friendly during your conversation. Oh! Hello, brother. Chort's evolution. I'm Principal Investigator Georgius, and I run the Department of Chemistry, a part of the investigation, in case you didn't know. A pleasure to meet you, Investigator. Call me Decker. Ah, yes. You helped Efriator Denzel get the Ricci Man from Lunatics. Yes, right. Aiden was very pleased to have that figurine finally in his hands. Tell me, how may I help you? Is there a way for me to get a hold of some chemicals around here? It's rare for someone to come with that request, but I don't see why not. Go talk with Investigator Octavia. She can sell you some of the chemicals we have in access. Just tell her I gave you permission. Thank you. One more question for you, sir. Well, go ahead. I'm looking for some work. Oh, interested in becoming an investigator. That is Apex. Excellent. Institute de Chort welcomes young and prosperous men such as yourself. You know, a quote by illustrious Aiden just sprang to my mind. Chortists are like nucleotides from which DNA is composed. Small building blocks that together form something truly great. Actions of each individual can lead to the creation of something better. Every one piece of the puzzle is important. If you're willing to become a piece, just like the rest of us, then together we will complete the puzzle. Yes. In any case, I have some work just for you. I want to do some sciencey stuff. All in due time, Decker, all in due time. First, I had some use of your, other skills. I currently need you to help me with two things. First is related to an experimental chemical weapon. A pistol, to be precise, that needs some combat testing. Judging from your recent history of lunatic decimation, you shouldn't have trouble with this one. Those feral creatures. Anyway, the second is related to the matter of locating and retrieving research data our department would find very, very useful. It would require you to leave the Institute building. I haven't left the building since I got here. It's around 85, if I remember correctly. At the time, of course, city riots, so I don't know how much outside has changed, and therefore, how will my directions be accurate? Sir, brother, you still interested? If you are, I can give you details. Yeah, tell me more about the experimental chemical pistol. Yeah, right, the chemical pistol. Somewhere around year 97, we were approached by Preservation about us helping them design a more advanced chemical weapon than what was available at the time. Something truly apex. You see, Harmos Starvos desired all Reservoir expeditions in the deep caverns to be equipped with several chemical weapons per combat unit during their time down there. The reason for that were of logistical nature. A combat unit could use naturally occurring caustic chemicals, acids, which are abundant in deep caverns and can be obtained from living or environmental sources, and be self-sufficient ammunition-wise, therefore maintaining constant combat capability. Can you get to the part where you tell me what I need to do? Oh, right, sorry. If we skip all that and get right to it, EXAL-001, that is short for Experimental Acid Launcher. It offers a great improvement in terms of fire rate and ergonomics over all other available models currently in use, and we are planning further attachments to increase capacity and to help the processing of raw chemicals in the field, yada yada yada. To sum it up, we believe it to be a truly apex design. Again, where do I come in? Yes, right. Listen now, Decker. While we are pleased so far with how the prototype turned out, it still needs more field testing before it can finally enter production. That is where you come in, brother. I need you to test the weapon, preferably on lunatics or the faceless. You have successfully dealt with the former in the past, so I have no doubt that you will enjoy the work. Bottom line is, if you're interested, I can give you the EXAL-0 right away this moment so that you may test it. With choice guidance, of course. I'll test it. May I have it? Apex. Here it is in all its glory. He hands you the chemical pistol. There. And some ammo. Almost forgot. I would like you to abuse the weapon. That is the goal of this test. Also, if anyone bothers you at the main entrance, just tell them you're performing weapon tests for Principal Investigator Gorgeous. For how long do I need to use the weapon? The longer the better, really. Remember, the weapon was designed for use in extreme conditions, so abuse it appropriately. Once you think the weapon is up to par with the task, let me know. Well, I'm off to use this bad boy. See you later, Investigator. Short guide you in. Oh, short guide you. Sorry, and good luck. Okay. ZAL 100 pistol. Experimental Acid Launcher is an advanced chemical pistol design that is a product of collaborative effort between both the Preservation and Investigation divisions of the Institute of Tort. Increased reliability, ergonomics, and rate of fire, as well as the ability for multiple attachments. The most important of all is perhaps the chemical extractor that allows for fast and efficient weapon reloading. Attachment not included with prototype. Makes ZAL-001 a milestone in advanced weapon design. I guess we'll use this instead of our fists for a little bit. And good thing I got some practice with this type of weapon. With Dr. What was his name again? Oh man! 1 second. I had to look it up. What was his name? What was it? Dr. Scarab. That's his name. I want to say Dr. Savage for some reason. I knew that was wrong. I know enough about chemical weapons to know that if anyone walks on the acid that is produced by this, the entire faction that did so goes hostile to you if they weren't hostile originally. I guess this is awful. Principal Investigator George has told me I can purchase chemicals from you, Octavia. No problem. This is what I have available. Alright, do I have anything I can sell? Because we're at 102 weight. Not really. I mean, we do have a lot of... Do I need 19 adrenaline shots? I don't think we do. We'll sell a little bit of this. Are you selling chemical ammo? You are. Okay. So I'm going to buy even more chemical ammo for this weapon in case we need it. Let's get the other quest while we're in the area. We can go back to our locker and store some stuff there afterwards, and then we will attempt to use this chemical pistol in the area that the preservation wants us to explore. I think there are lunatics in that area. Lost Fremen, I'm going to read your comment soon as well. I just want to get this quest accepted first. Oh, right! And then do the quest that is actually in this room for this division. Because they're going to want us to do something. Investigator Vok. The man you just approached seems casual and relaxed. His suit is covered with dirt, blood, and some green slime, and you notice what appear to be large strands of hair stuck in it. He sends his right hand to shake yours, but withdraws it in the last moment after noticing that their cleanliness matches that of his suit. Hey, bro. Something I can help you with? Hey, I'm Decker. I had some questions if I'm not bothering you. Oh, not at all. I'm taking a short break now that... Wow. Not at all. I'm taking a short break now, so a chat is fine by me. I'm Vuk, by the way. Pleasure to meet you. What is it you wish to know, bro? Who's in charge here? You seek Principal Investigator Rista, right? His office is over there. He points to double doors. That's his office. Enter at your own risk. Short guide you. My own risk? Why? Anything else? Oh, what do you do around here? Well, bro, I'm one of the biologists working in this department. As you can see from my general appearance, this is a very, very dirty job. To give an example, this green stuff I'm covered with actually came from one of the coil spiders we have in the holding pens. I was in its enclosure, and then it approached and suddenly regurgitated this stuff all over me. I have to figure out why. Oh man, I'm not in the mood to talk about regurgitation. Can we discuss something else? It's the serious stuff I'm talking about, bro. You gotta get used to these sort of things if you wish to work in the department. Since you work with animals, do you have any spare organs or other parts I can acquire? I'm in charge of that, but you'll get nothing for free if that's what you're implying. On the other hand, I could sell you some, but... you know what? Go talk with Principal Investigator Rista and see if you can get his permission. If he says yes, then come back to me. I'll wait here. Right. I'll talk to him. Troy guide you and good luck. I'll be back soon. Alright, let's see why we're being wished luck when we talk with him. You come up to a man who seems to be studying some papers. As he raises his head to look at you, you immediately feel he doesn't approve of you being in his office. As is the long and overemphasized sigh that he gave you. But is it the long and overemphasized sigh that gave you that impression? Maybe. Is it the tired and unwelcoming stare that you feel could push you outside with enough force to also knock you off your feet? Perhaps. Or is it his clenching fist that could, if someone was not careful, end up causing serious pain? Who knows? In any case, while you ponder all of this, the man decides to speak first and does so in a deep and gravelly voice. Towards evolution. I'm Principal Investigator Rista, and I sincerely hope you weren't sent by Lydia. I wasn't. Don't worry. But I have to worry. Every time someone enters my office, it equals another... Wow. Alright, after this conversation, everyone, I'm going to take a break because I can't apparently read the text today. Every time someone enters my office, it equals either more work or more problems. It's how the universe works. Proven. Over and over again. Just in short, it's either a sudden symposium I have to prepare for in a hurry, or some new project with an unrealistic deadline, or some other problem, or a disaster in the lab. Oh, I feel for you, man. I know exactly how it's like. Do this, do that. I hear it all the time. When will it end? You hear rushed footsteps behind you. Slowly, they become closer and closer. The man finally comes to a still after storming to the office. You can tell he wants to expel something important as soon as possible, but severe shortness of breath prevents him from doing so. After a few moments, he regains himself and is finally able to explain what urged him to come in such haste. Oh, I'm sorry to bother you, investigator. Oh, I know you had said you don't wish to be disturbed, but we have a major problem. Oh, really? Oh, really? Well, thank this Mr. here for stepping into my office and causing all this chaos. It's his fault. He turns towards you. See? This is what I've been talking about. Every time someone walks into my office, problem. Why can't people let me work in peace? Why, Short? Why? And then people complain when I lock the door. Let's hear what this is about first and discuss who's responsible for it later. One of the NPS specimens has escaped its holding cell and is running rampant. I don't know how it happened, but I was by the stairs doing my work when suddenly heard strange and loud sounds coming from down there. I took a peek and I saw it. Which one? Oh, don't tell me. Psycho, undoubtedly. Well, since it's all your fault, whoever you are the one who's going to catch it. Tell me what Psycho is, and then I'll decide. Psycho is one of our NPS specimens that, as you just heard, escaped its enclosure as making a home in the Type 2 specimen section. What it is a genetically engineered Underrail with a deadly arsenal of psi abilities at its disposal. I reckon it's a bit too frightened to climb the stairs, or else it'd be already causing havoc in the lab. That could change at any moment. How am I supposed to capture it? Well, we have a portable neural pacifier that should calm the creature down. Should. In case you haven't heard it. Should calm it down, just so you know. Indubitably, it is not an easy task, since you have to somehow incapacitate the creature and then put the device on its head and then activate it. Psycho is very tough, so do your best bet is to tire out or weaken the creature first before trying to incapacitate it. Just be careful not to hurt it too much. Can't we just kill it? Call it? Are you out of your mind? That is the oldest and rarest creature we've got. It is unique. Calling it would ruin so much work. I don't even want to think about it. I refuse to think about it. I know this is all complicated and everything, but you will be able to do it. The better question is, will you? I'll do it. Let me have the neuropacifier. Very good. Here's the device. It gives you a portable neuropacifier. As soon as you get the chance to use the device, place it on Psycho's head. Line the markers on the device with the place where the two halves on the carapace open to expose the brain. Once lined up, press the only button on the device and stand back. Everything else is automatic. Just step away and you'll be fine. Follow the corridor past the holding pens and go down the stairs. Ironically, the lower level is full of dark passages, which will, no doubt, make the job a tad more difficult. Tour guide you. Oh, you're not trying to open any cells there unless you wish to be cold on the spot. I will search your pockets, Mr. Rista. See if you have anything else that could help us down there. And you don't. We'll take your challenge, though. Alright, everyone, I'll be right back. I'm just going to place a small cut here so I can take a break, because apparently I can't read today. Hey, guys. Alright, I'm back. It's been about 4 hours. Hopefully now I can speak coherently when we play the rest of this. We've got a quest now to go downstairs and deal with an escaped psi beetle. Sounds like it's a very ancient one, and it was given or found with additional powers, which we need to contend with. The way this quest works, if I recall correctly, is that we need to weaken it in order to put the suppression unit onto its head. Yep, the portal neural pacifier. So why don't we get that here? Oh, or not. Okay, this is just a passive item that we've got in our inventory. I think we'll use it automatically. As long as I'm here, by the way, looking at my equipment. Why don't we repair our goggles? And our pistol. Alright, let's head on down and deal with this creature. Also, we'll quick save. This is tough. I've accidentally killed this thing more times than I can care to recall. It's very tricky to kill it with, to suppress it without accidentally doing it in. first we have to find it. It uses these vent shafts to crawl away and escape from you, and harass you if it decides it wants to, if it sees you and decides it wants to plink at you on occasion. There's the door that's open. Maybe it's still hanging out here? Alright, there he is. Psycho. Let's sprint up to him. Now, it is still... It's got its head case closed. It also, by the way, doesn't look like a normal side beetle. It's black and orange in color instead of black and blue. Let's use our bullet time and see how much damage we do with normal bullets. Switch to our armor-piercing rounds. One more. Okay, back to our standard rounds. Hit it once. Can we stun it? I don't think we'll kill it with another shot unless we crit. Come on, game. The creature seems to be knocked out for the time being. Now that you've a chance to take a closer look, you can truly admire its impressive size. However, it appears that its rough, scarred carapace reveals more than you had expected. The creature is one of extreme age. How old exactly, you're unsure. Miniature landscapes adorn the beetle's back. Every scar, scratch, or defect on it illustrates a separate story of this being's long past. But time to study it you do not have, however, as the creature could regain consciousness at any moment. Use a pacifier on it. Perform the procedure as you were instructed. You position the device so that the markers match the carapace opening line of the beetle's head and press the activation button on the neural pacifier. As soon as you do so, you hear the device activating, and after a brief delay, the faint sound of the carapace cracking reaches your ear. You expected some reaction from the creature, twitching or some other emotion as a consequence of this probably painful intrusion, but the beetle remains static. Soon everything quiets down. Alright, nice! That was our my first attempt at it, too. I thought that would go poorly and accidentally kill it. I think you gotta get it to about 1/5 of its life. I was expecting it to immediately go into this animation when I did so, but it was at the end of the round, after it was not stunned. Slimy. That's a good name for whatever this is. What is this creature? We can't tell in here what that is. We haven't seen one of those around yet. Dusty, a cat. We could open the door? Oh, we can open the doors down here, but I don't think we have any desire to fight these things. There's nothing in that chamber, nothing we can see at least. Gray, a giant wolfhound alpha. Lucy, another side beetle. There's probably a death stalker in here if we can't see anything in the room. Is my guess as to what's inside. Alright, there's nothing else to loot down here. Let's go ahead and let the investigator know that we completed his task without failure. Is it done? It's done. I plugged in the neural pacifier to the creature's head, and it is now, well, pacified. Very good. Very good. I am pleased. I will send someone to take care of that, and you, your name was? Actually, I never had the chance to introduce myself. Decker is the name. Decker. I heard that just recently. Figurine, did you, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, now I understand everything. I'd like to apologize for my earlier behavior. This isn't short. It's just always... I have a lot of work here. An incredible amount of work. And every time someone enters my office, something goes horribly awry. It directly translates to more trouble. And all that before I'd even get a chance to drink my first cup of mushroom tea of the day. Well, you did good, indeed. And for that, here's something for you. He hands you 400 Stygian coins. If you seek more work, drop by my office sometime, bro. I think I got some stuff for a man like yourself. So it's interesting that wasn't using bro originally, but now he'll use that type of conversational tick when he talks, similar to Vuk in the hallway. Investigator Vuk told me to see you about permission to purchase something from him. What do you need from him? Organs, tissues, stuff like that. I don't see why not. Rip it from his body anytime you like. Anyway, we have those in large quantities. You have my permission. Thank you. One more question for you, Investigator Rista. Indubitably. Do you have any more work for me? Indeed I do. I have 2 jobs for you, as a matter of fact, bro. The first requires you to take a ferry ride to a pretty remote place in Lower Underrail, and the second one is about a genetics disease resistance project. Interested in any one of the 2, or both perhaps? I'm interested in what you described as a ferry trip. Alright, bro, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of Forsaken Island? No. Okay, there's no shame in that. Allow me to explain what it is. The Forsaken Island is a remote island situated somewhere between Core City, approximately southeast of it, and the more southern parts of Lower Underrail. It is, people say, surrounded by violent currents, which make it an unpopular place for tourism. However, there is something else there, bro. The Forsaken Behemoth. Now, I've heard some exaggerated stories about its appearance and behavior. It breathes fire, it shoots lasers from its eyes, it has 7 heads, various nonsense. I mean, the creature, if real, might have some psionic abilities. I don't deny that. It's just that some of the things I've heard take it too far. However, that is consistent in all of those stories can be summarized like this. It's a big lizard. A very, very big lizard. And if it really exists, I want a piece of it. Not fight it, but rather a sample of its skin or whatever else you can find. So what I wish you to do is basically this. Go to the island, find someone who's crazy enough to take you there, see if the creature exists and bring me a sample of it. There is a possibility it's only one of its kind, so try not to cull it, for we might return later and try to capture it. Simple, bro. Really simple. The pay is good. 650 charons is, in my opinion, very good, and you'll receive it once you come back from the island. What do you say? Dangerous journey to hunt a giant monster? Count me in. Very good. That's all. Yep. That is all. Good luck. And Troy guide you, bro. Troy guide you, brother. He nods. And we leveled, gaining 3 oddity experience points. Let's go ahead and holy crap. Pop open the Underrail character builder, something I haven't done in a while. Let's see, do I have Decker here? No, this is a different character. Okay. A few seconds, everyone. Sorry about this. Gotta go to my Underrail builds. Decker, is this you? I think so. Look at my level 28. Now we are only level 27. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, I need to. What's my specialization point going into? Looks like Gung Fu is next. Okay. Let's do this. So, oh no, it's rapid fire. Okay, so let's max out rapid fire, reducing the action point cost for the last one of it. We don't get a feat this turn. We don't get a stat point ever again. Our skills, guns, gets 5 points. Melee gets 5 points. These are fine. We're not touching them again. My electronics and tailoring supposedly both get to be increased. Do I actually care about tailoring? I don't think I do. Electronics is supposed to be level 98 when I'm level 28. Let's get it up to 90. My dodge and evasion are both supposed to be 40. Oh, so 140 by that time as well. Okay, I've got 9 points left over. Let's stick all of these into electronics. Okay, done. Cool. All right, and that's all we'll do at this moment for the Institute. So, why don't we go... Actually, there's one more area we haven't explored, right? Off the main hall? To the east, west here, and then south, I don't think we explored, if there is a passage there. I think my plan is to do all these quests we currently have, and there is no passage there, okay. We explored everything else? I'm pretty sure we did. I would like to go back to our room and place a few things there, and then we'll leave the Institute to complete... Actually, no, it's preservation quests that we're doing next. So we're going to hang out here. Okay, yep. We got to go back downstairs, though, to reach my room. And to get close to that... Actually, no, Tim, it was upstairs. Okay, let's go this way. So the plan is to do now the preservation quest, explore that one area that had been revealed after the earthquake. And while we're there, do the one... Actually, the one quest you have... The quest you have to do doesn't take place there. The other quest takes place in the West Wing. It's only been a few hours, so I don't remember what quests I have. Hold on, what am I doing? Second island. The chemical pistol. Okay, right, that's what we're doing there. Okay, no problem. Because there will be lunatics. Oh god! That was someone else's locker. Alright, thankfully no one got upset I opened it. Okay. So I don't need all this stuff with me. Let's go ahead and leave 2 electronic repair kits. Probably can leave all of these advanced fabric repair kits. 2 of these behind. That will free up quite a bit of space. So if anything else I don't want to take with me, I technically don't need those. And yeah, they just give you a normal robe. They don't even give you a Chortist robe. What the heck? They should at least give you a Chortist robe. Kind of cheapskating on us, Institute of Short. So you began talking about what you want to do, Tim, and then you got distracted. Okay, so we are going to do these quests, all the quests we currently have, and then we will probably go back to the Black Sea and explore the Fetid Marsh looking for more Oddie items. Based upon what we get from that, we can see how close we are to leveling, and if we manage to fill this bar... A lot of Oddie experience points we need, but we'll get quite a bit of it. If we fill this bar once, we might try to get to 28 before we hit Deep Caverns by doing everything else I can think of. Deep Caverns might level us once while we're in there. I don't think we'll hit max level with Decker here. 30's really difficult to get. Even in Classic, I don't end up being level 30 until I'm completely done with everything, including Chort, or just before I fight Chort. I end up being that level. Alright, while we're walking down here, though, let's go ahead and read Lost Fremen's comment on episode 86. So Lost Fremen says, the question is not why did Lazy Lau join the Institute, but how? Correct, yeah, that's... I want to know why did the Institute choose him. I guess the game shows us he has some psionic potential. He must be the guy that shuts all the lights with his brain. And the whole bedmate thing got a lot more creepy if you were playing as a girl. Oh man, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's quite right. None of my female characters in the game have reached this part of the game. I don't think any of them have beaten the game yet. I wonder if the conversation continues that way. It probably has a whole new meaning to who's on top and who's bottom when he's asking you that question. Well, Fremen then has quotes. He says, hey, brother, catch this flashbang that's missing the pin for me. Why, of course, towards his evolution, brother. He has instructed me to give you this napalm grenade. At high speed, mind you. That's how I spent my time at the Institute. Which means a tear to my eye just thinking about it. Afterwards, I'll knock the streams from that napalm. So you went in here guns blazing then, is what I take it, Lost Fremen. I've done I did that twice. The first time did not work out for me. My first character was Jaderk, a character who was stealthing, dagger user. Swords didn't exist at the time. This was before the DLC was even around. It was about a year before I recorded the first time through with Garrett for my channel. And he was level 20 when I did the Institute, and it was way under level. He was also an oddie character. I think when I reached Deep Caverns, I was level 21 at the time. And there's no reason why, especially now with the DLC, you can't be at least level 25 before you do the Deep Caverns. Alright, let's talk with these guys and see if they'll let us through. But yeah, so I'm sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. So really quick, yeah, so Lost Fremd, he wasn't able to get through this place. I couldn't defeat the Chortists in the main hallway with the stairs. I was just getting dominated there over and over again. I just too much damage. My character couldn't take it, and so I ended up joining the Chortists with them and doing all the quests to get access to what I needed to do. It didn't help that I didn't know where I was going in the Institute. The only reason I was fighting was because I thought Amelia had wormed out that I was working for Tanner, and the reason I was there was for the cube. With Gabriel, though, I was prepared for that battle. That was a lot of fun, going through the entire Institute, killing everything there. We didn't have any trouble except for the very final battle with that elevator because of how many, well, what goes on there. That was really tough to get through. Brother, I'm here on Mediate Samuel's orders to investigate Utility Station 7. In that case, brother, take this key. He hands you a key. It unlocks the door to the end at the end of the corridor. The utility station should be to the left from where you enter the station, in the far left corner. Good luck, and Chort guide you. Thanks. I might just need it. Now, there is another quest I think that takes you here that you want to complete for the same gentleman who wants us to investigate the West Wing. But we'll come back here later. And I think I'll avoid that area until we get the quest. Assuming it is there. There's a area with a bunch of mutants in it down here. That's interesting. There's a damaged wall here. We can blow it up. Do I have any dynamite on me? I do not. Right, and we don't have a drill. Oh, I guess this is here in case you sneak past them and then decide to investigate this on your lonesome. Or if you start killing the Chortists and want to come in here anyway and didn't get the key. Alright. We don't know what's in here. Decker hasn't been told. The area was just revealed and guards pasted. Guards posted outside. It is, as with everything else, a giant subway station, it looks like. We see some advertising boards here. That's an interesting one. With this strange blue symbol here. This must be where the subway was going and drop off points. It might be a rail station somewhere around here. A rail line, sorry, not a station. Should we expect, like, I guess we should expect Deathstalkers or crawlers. Just a lot of mushrooms down here. Place hasn't been used in a while. Okay, so this is where people would enter the rail line, but there's been a cave-in, so we can't access it. Fabric scrap and nothing else here. I assume everything with shelves on the desk is a lab of some sort. Little canisters here. A tourist guide. We already have all of that oddity. We can't benefit from it again. Dynamite in the locker. Just looking for some of that. Some mushroom brew in the desk. We'll take that, although I won't drink it. Can be used to reduce the cost of purchasing juice from the dude. Actually, you don't need it. Forget it. You should only be taking things that you really want these now. You don't need mushroom brew. Again, you have tens of thousands of charons. This is the area I was talking about earlier. I'm pretty sure that has all the mutants in it. Yes, okay. We don't want to be here. We'll come back here later. Darn it, that means that we'll have to do the West Wing first, though. Okay. That's fine. Let's explore the other side of this facility, and then we can go to the West Wing, talk with the guards there, and then we'll probably have to call the session, because we'll have been playing for an hour total, so we'll actually do a lot of fighting in the next episode. Some shotgun cells, a locker. Let's see what's in it. Again, we need oddity points, obviously. There's bound to be some war somewhere in this area. A crossbow, we don't need that. A keycard. Harpocrates Station. This keycard can be used to unlock the door leading to Utility Station 7. That's probably that door is my guess. The computer systems are offline here. A train schedule. We already have studied that oddity, all the amounts we're allowed to study it. A dead woman and a dead man. They are not decomposed. Flies are still around them. They have flares on them. That makes me suspicious of crawlers. Traps placed on the ground. That's an MK2 HE mine. Flares are scattered about. That probably means crawlers. Some flares and some cash in that locker. Some boots on a chair in the center of the room, and a completely decomposed, or rather, a fleshless skeleton on the ground here. Something was hungry, or a great deal of time has passed, but the flares are lit, so there's someone here, or something here. Our boots are obviously better. Nothing in the lockers. Deathstalker. It's probably right here. Yep, okay. So no problem, we can absolutely decimate this thing. Unfortunately, we had to fire our gun. Which means there may be people who decide to investigate that. Okay, no one heard it. Despite the fact there may have been multiple Deathstalkers in this room, I feel a lot more comfortable shutting that door and trapping them in here with me than letting them potentially escape. I need to wait for hypoallergenic to go away before I can take some medicine. So whoever is here, dead lunatic. So we recognize what faction he's from. Not lurkers, lunatics. The Lunatic Mall is close to the Chortists. It could be that one gentleman that we saw speaking about something in the ground found a way to get into this area after the earthquake had occurred. So they must be exploring this place still. And they found a Deathstalker in here, thus the flares lit, looking for it. Another key card for this. We don't need that one. We already have it effectively. Utility Station 7, Terminal 6, Hazardous Waste Disposal Control. Checking. Waste disposal system is on standby. No procedures in place. Initiate toxic gas disposal procedure. Initiating procedure. Accessing Pipeline 1. Integrity. Passed. Accessing Pipeline 2. Integrity. Warning. Pipeline 2 integrity assessment failed. Dangerous breach in Section C3 of Pipeline 2 detected. Gas disposal procedure aborted due to safety risks. Forward override and initiate the toxic gas disposal procedure. Hacking. Initiating toxic gas disposal procedure. Procedure initialized successfully. Warning! Gas leak detected. Chamber lockdown initiated. I don't think that's our room. Yeah, that's a different room. There are more hostiles in here. They won't like that now it's spreading gas throughout it. I hear a lit barrel somewhere up ahead of us. And we have Chortists. Oh, sorry, not Chortists. Oof. Lunatics. Not that bad, actually. Pyromaniacs and Nukers. And a freezer? And an electrician. Let's switch to our acid pistol. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. It's a pretty amazing hit. Nice. Let's sprint out of this room. You smell purple. Okay. So let's... That's not a good chance to hit the scanner, actually. Away from the Ripper. I was hoping to do more damage than that. It's a good weapon, but I don't like not killing them with it right away. Let's use our shield and run. Oh, we're dead. We just died. That was a critical hit stun, and they're all going around the corner, and there's nothing I can do. Okay, we survived so far. let's heal. I think we'll flashbang here. Stun him. He resisted the stun. That sucked. Let's use an aim shot on him. And we're gonna try to open that door and get into that room to get me some cover. Oh God! Getting unlucky critical. We're taking unlucky critical hits here. We need to round that corner up ahead as well, or we're dead. That's all I can do. I don't have anything else that can heal me, do I? Let's have a jumping bean to help me out here. Actually, we do. We have a regeneration mixer. Let's take that as well to start healing us over time. I should have used a super health hypo earlier, not just on an advancement. I forget I have them. All right, Mr. Freezer. What's my chance to hit you? Not the best. But I want that corner to run back to. Let's use bullet time. And we'll go ahead and take this guy out with our normal pistol. Okay, that's not a good chance to hit, but we'll go ahead and try an acid pistol shot. Out of ammo. Let's reload. Nice! He's entangled. Oh, that's perfect. That'll stop anyone behind him from helping as well. Oh, that's interesting. The pistol has a chance to hurt us. Wow, that really sucked. Okay, so we're sure there is a problem with the design. We've just taken a ton of damage with it. We took 73 damage. Okay, so we don't want to fire that again. Let's head back out here. Good God, there's so many of them. Let's use one of our super health hypos to heal us fully. Get around the corner a bit to hide. Nice. I think that was the scanner dying. I'm going to slow this electrician using our necklace. And then take a shot at him. Reload. Still standard rounds, and get around the corner. Okay, let's use some morphine. It's even though it does occasionally hit us, that's still a really useful AoE to use with all the acid on the ground now. I'm going to move back a bit to throw another flashbang here. Oh, that's interesting. That nuker is out of range, actually, of the flashbang. I thought for sure he'd be in it. Oh, both of these were out of range of it. Let's use sprint to get around the corner. Our shield won't stop us yet from taking an electrical hit if this guy decides he wants to shoot us. Thankfully, our rapid fire is off a cooldown now, so he's dead. Let's use... I can't use bullet time yet, Tim. Woo! That was great! What a fun fight! This is why you never give up. You might just be able to win. It's also fun on occasion to be forced to use things that I normally wouldn't be using. Like our regenerative mixture to keep myself alive. I was nervous. And a super health hypo. I think even that jelly bean proved helpful there too. Yeah, that was fun. Okay. So I think we've learned all we need to know about the acid pistol. So we will now bring that back. Let's see if they have any lunatic poetry on them. Yes, 1 Audi point so far. And a bunch of other stuff we don't need. Okay, so why don't... Oh, you still have more corpses, Tim. Good God, how many did we kill? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Okay, we're also becoming overburdened. So why don't I... Well, we're probably done, everyone, if I'm being honest. So we'll stop here. And I will do some inventory management stuff off screen. And when we come back, we'll explore the rest of this area. Let the one professor know about the acid pistol problems. And then go to the West Wing to explore that for the investigator, who should give us a quest to come back into this section to test the device that Pavel was trying to test. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hey, everyone. Before I go, this lunatic Ripper has some interesting things on him. He had this Ripper's glove. Fingertips of this glove are lined with wicked talons designed specifically to tear skin and rip flesh. It's got 3 chances of a 25% chance to inflict bleeding wounds on someone. It's an interesting weapon. If we were a bleed build, that would be fun to use, I think. And he's got this, which I've never seen before, electronic idol. It's a doll made from electronic scraps. You try to poke and pinch it, but nothing happens. It's worth 3 Audi points. That made this area super worth exploring. Alright, and now I will see you guys in the next episode. So thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.